Hello YouTube, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to take a look at the hottest and one of the newest apps out in the market for online trading, and that is of course the Robinhood app. Now they made a lot of noise recently because they came out and started offering commission-free trades, 100% commission-free. So let's take a look at the app. All right, and we'll go ahead and click open the Robinhood app. You'll see right away you can use the Touch ID for this, which I like. Right here you'll see this is the screen I was on last. It has the portfolio value, the buying power. You use your basic banking history, and you do everything through the app. You don't do anything on Robinhood with your computer. So we'll go ahead. You can scroll down and see your individual shares. This is just kind of a sample portfolio I bought just to try out the app. But so I've got a majority of this stock here, 92%, is in this SPY fund. It shows you the costs, the return, daily returns. If you can see right here, I'll focus this in a little better. You can buy and sell right in the app, which is kind of nice. Or right when you're looking at it. It's got some news stories right here, just like the same stories that every other app puts in. Your stats, in a little more detail than the ones above. As you can see, your dividend PE ratio, you get an idea of the market cap, and then below that it just shows your orders. And if you really want to, you can read. It's got a little summary of the stock below there at the very bottom. So everything you really need to do basic trading in just an individual investment account. Rundown of the app, as you can see, relatively simple, relatively straightforward, but at the same time easy to navigate, easy to use. Now, a couple questions people always ask about Robinhood is, number one, how do they make any money if they don't charge any commissions? And number two, is it safe? Now, the answer to the first question, how do they make any money? Well, they have a couple things. They will make a little bit of interest on idle funds that you leave in your account. Something that doesn't necessarily affect you, doesn't bother me. That's fine. They can collect interest on that if I'm letting it sit idle. I don't try to let a whole lot of cash sit idle anyways. Number two, they also have margin accounts. So there is, there's a third one I just thought of. But anyways, they have the margin accounts, which is where you borrow money if you want to invest, and then you pay a little bit of interest on that. I don't recommend doing it, but they offer it, and some people take advantage of it, so they make money that way. The third thing is, I guess now they've came out with Robinhood Gold, which from what I understand is you can pay a fee and you get access to more features, like trading outside of hours and that type of thing. I didn't get into that, didn't test it out, but that's another option you can get with Robinhood, and another way they can make money. Now, what do I think of it personally? What is my personal review of Robinhood? Well, I'm going to tell you, when I went into it initially, I was skeptical of Robinhood. I didn't think it would stack up to E-Trade and Options House, simply because I didn't think they would have the money to invest into a decent app, into good software. But wow, I was impressed. In a lot of ways, it's easier for me to for sure easier than using Options House for me. There's a learning curve with every app, but it's a very short learning curve with Robinhood. Part of it is because it's so simple, and part of it just seems to me to be more intuitive. I don't know how to measure that, but it's just a feeling you get where you don't really feel like you're looking around and scratching your head a lot when you open the app initially, like you do with Options House. It took me forever, a lot longer to try to move around, and it took me forever to research and do different things. Not the case with Robinhood. So it's got a great design. There is one big drawback for me personally with Robinhood. I didn't mention this earlier, but because they have a different business model and they don't take in those trading commission fees, they don't have the money to staff, it appears, a call center. So
you're never going to be able to, like you can with E-Trade or Options House or a lot of other brokers, where you can just call up and get a live agent whenever you have an issue or whenever you have a question of how something works, or whenever you don't see a dividend that you thought you should have seen, or anything like that. So you got to weigh that out. Now, for me, I liked everything about Robinhood, but the fact that I could never call a live, they do have a number, I should say, but it's just not. It's not the same type of setup. It's very hard to actually get a hold of a live agent. So you got to think about, would you feel safe having potentially your entire life savings in an account at a place where you can't reach somebody on a phone? Now, maybe I'm just old school, but I feel uneasy about that. And so for me, Robinhood is just not something I'm fully ready to dip my toes in. I mean, I guess I dipped my toes in it already, but I'm not fully ready to jump into the pool all the way. But, I think as we get more towards a digital age, maybe a lot of us will come around and get a little more comfortable with just doing everything through a interface like this. But like I say, from where my expectations were with it to what my experience was, it's great. It's just as good, if not better, than a lot of other brokers, and the price is essentially free. So I got nothing but great things to say about Robinhood. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below, and also subscribe if you want to. I'm gonna try to get out a few more videos dealing in the realm of personal finance and stocks and that type of thing. So thanks for watching and have a great day.